approach to enhance capacity, knowledge and quality in prevention and early intervention for children, young people and their families. It focuses on those at risk of developing poor outcomes. And at the core of the initiative is a desire to foster persistent curiosity amongst those working to improve the lives of children and young people in Ireland. The QCBI aims to support key groups working with children and young people and families to know what works, how it works, and to provide an evidence-supported approach to the application of this work. The QCBI Innovation Fund, which the question asks specifically, amounting to €2 million, was developed by my department to support prevention and early intervention innovations that build on existing data and evidence. We aim to improve outcomes for children and young people 0 to 24 years who experience disadvantage in Ireland. All proposals are expected to have strong professional development and coaching and mentoring components. There were 4 applications made from County Kildare, Foróige, Strengthening Family Programs Kildare and West Wicklow, County Kildare Leader Partnership, the Mojo Project to support young men, the Kildare Youth Services, the Curragh, Newbridge, the Garda Youth Diversion Project, the Kilcullen Community Childcare and Education Centre, the Breakfast and After School Service Expansion. Each of those individual applications has been assessed against the transparent criteria that is outlined in the guidance document. The outcome of each application will depend on the quality and the proposed impact of the initiative outlined in the application form, the ability of the measure to support diverse innovations across a range of community contexts and practices areas, and the number of quality proposals received. So all of the applications received under this funding measure have been assessed by an expert evaluation panel assigned by my department, and our aim is to notify applicants by the end of this month.
One question, Deputy Heydon.
Thank the Lascan Corder for his indulgence here and the Minister for her response. Minister, you've outlined the 4 applications from Kildare, and I'd just like to briefly touch on them. As you know, I've raised here before that in Kildare we are playing catch-up in terms of investment in what is one of the largest youth populations of any county in the country. We also have the case that, as you would have witnessed when you came down to open the Hive Youth Facility in Kildare Town and you met with the interagency, all of the agency groups together, we have really good collaboration between our agencies. They work really well. The first application from Foróige is exactly a model of that. It's Foróige leading it on behalf of an interagency group to create the dedicated coordinated post to further develop the Strengthening Family programme. I launched the evaluation for this programme last year. It really works, and we need to be able to do it in other locations and have more of it. The application from Kildare Leader for the Mojo project, 18 to 24-year-old men are going to the Mojo project with an open mind and really getting involved, whereas with other HSE-run events, there's a stigma around it. It's not there with Mojo. It's working really well in Kildare Town and in Athy, where we've had it previously. We really need it in Newbridge in particular, but we need to have it in more places. The Kildare Youth Services Education Support Programme for early school leavers is obviously really important, along with Kilcullen Community Childcare Facility, who do fantastic work in the greater Kilcullen area. So I would just ask that the interagency collaboration that there is in Kildare is recognised. The fact that any money that your department gives to these 4 projects will be so well spent and really well received by the very significantly large youth population we have in the county. Thanks.
Thank you. Indeed, as you outline the various projects, you know, I acknowledge the very fine work that's going on there. As I listen to you, it sounds to me they can meet the criteria, but as the Deputy is aware, I'm not the one who's making the judgment in that regard. What I will say, though, is that it was really important to me in terms of this particular initiative which largely was focused on looking at the innovation of work in terms of children and young people from our history, and how can we use what we've learned to offer it to people for the future in terms of working with children and young people. That's a lot of where the resources were going. But I believed at the same time it was important to continue the innovation alongside of that, and that's why we set aside $2 million, and that's why your project and other projects from other deputies in the chamber have had the opportunity to access that additional money for ongoing innovation.
Thank you very much, Minister.